What's going on, guys? T-Mart here, and tomorrow is a very, very big day for Advanced Warfare. So, up until this point, the cat is just about all the way out of the bag. We've heard a lot about the campaign, some of the missions we're going to face, some of the new improvements, some of the characters, the time it's taking place in, things like that, what the whole, story behind Kevin Spacey and the Atlas Corporation and all that is. We also know a lot about the multiplayer. We've seen a lot of multiplayer gameplay on YouTube. A lot of people have been able to play the multiplayer live at different, kind of gaming events and things like that. So we know pretty much all there is to know about those two facets of the game, minus some, nitty-gritty details. But what we don't know about yet is the co-op. And tomorrow is the official reveal of the co-op in Advanced Warfare. Yes, that's right. So in this video here, we're going to be throwing it back to all the co-op modes we've seen so far in Call of Duty. So it started off back in Modern Warfare 2. We got Spec Ops. And this was kind of like an extended campaign, I guess you could say. Like, it was missions that were independent from the campaign. They didn't really have to do with the storyline, but they were still related to it. You saw some of the same characters, some of the same locations, maps, things like that, and it was something that you could play solo, but the idea was you go in with the friend and you guys help complete some of these missions that are actually pretty hard. Like I specifically remember the Juggernaut one was absolutely insane. Having to kill all those Juggernauts, I never want to think about that mission again. But yeah, that was Spec Ops or Special Ops in Modern Warfare 2. Then in Black Ops 1, we got zombies. Yes, that's right. That's where it all started. That was where the door was kind of blown off on Call of Duty, and it was no longer, mainly this multiplayer thing that also had a campaign that people liked, but now it had zombies, which was an entirely new mode that created its own kind of, genre of gaming, I guess you could say, and it really took off, and people still love it and play it until this day. Next up, we had Modern Warfare 3, which gave us more Spec Ops, as well as the introduction of Survival Mode, which was kind of like an arcadey type game mode that you played in private matches. That was pretty fun. I didn't really play a lot of it, but it was kind of a cool idea. I kind of liked it. And then in Black Ops 2, you guys got it. More zombies. Yes, that's right. Bigger, better, crazier. The introduction of, these huge, expansive maps that, kind of started a whole new storyline. It was absolutely nuts. They did zombies big in Black Ops 2 and really kind of, again, blew it out of the water. Blew the campaign portion of the game out of the water. Next up, in Call of Duty Ghosts this year, we got Extinction, which is, it's kind of like a spin-off of zombies to an extent. Like, I don't want to call it a spin-off, but it's the same idea. You're fighting these hordes of alien creatures, these, kind of extraterrestrial creatures, and it had its own kind of like unique characteristics and traits, and it brought in a whole new storyline and things like that, and I think they did a really good job with it. I don't think it quite caught on as much as zombies did. I think a lot of you guys would agree with me, but it was still a pretty fun game mode. I did enjoy playing it from time to time and kind of messing around with it. Now, that brings us to the current day, the next game, the game we're going to be playing for the next year, starting here in a couple of months, Advanced Warfare. What can we expect? I literally have no idea what we can expect. So, a few months ago, or a couple of weeks ago, the official Advanced Warfare Collector's Edition controller came out, and we saw that there were markings on the side of the controller that looked like they were the zombie round markings from Black Ops Zombies. And so I think that's like the biggest lead we have up until this point, but Michael Condrey did say that those had nothing to do with the co-op. So, maybe that's not even a lead. Maybe that's a completely false lead. I'm interested to see what that has to mean. But all we know about the co-op for this game so far is that it's going to be 4 players. We got this teaser image right here from Michael Condrey, which really doesn't give us much, but, that's a start, I guess. And then finally, it's that the exosuit is going to play a heavy role in it. They have announced that. So that's pretty much all we know. We don't know, what we're going to be going up against. We don't know if it's going to be more of like a Spec Ops style mission. We don't know if it's going to be a Horde style thing. It could be zombies. It could be aliens. It could be dinosaurs. It could be stingrays. You don't know what's going to be going on here. And, when I think about it, I don't think there's anything that's really hinted towards it so far. Like, we've seen no part of the campaign that's really hinted towards, what type of mode we could be going up against. So it's kind of out in the open. Nobody really knows what it's going to be. And that's what, kind of makes tomorrow so exciting and so special, is because they've hit it so well. There haven't been any leaks. There's been nothing up until this point. So I'm really pretty excited to see what happens. And I'm sure you guys are too. Let me know if you guys have any guesses or any clues as to what you think it could be. And, maybe there's something you really want it to be. Do you want it to be dinosaurs? Do you want to see zombies come back? Do you want to see Extinction come back? What would you guys like to see? leave comments down below. Now, what can we expect out of tomorrow? I would definitely bet on seeing some sort of trailer go up on YouTube, whether that's a teaser trailer or like a full-blown trailer really explaining the mode. We're not sure yet. I would probably expect to see a little bit more details than just, you know, a simple teaser trailer. So we should get a pretty meaty trailer up tomorrow, which you guys know I will be breaking down and uploading for you guys, taking a look at it frame by frame. We also might be able to see some full gameplay footage and kind of a full breakdown of the mode from IGN, because they've been doing this IGN First series all month long, where they brought us gameplay of, you know, Kill Confirmed and the new map Retreat, you know, all kinds of stuff like that. And so, you know, they said that they're going to be the ones that are going to be kind of revealing this tomorrow. So I'm assuming at least a trailer, and then maybe something, you know, kind of extensive over on IGN that explains a little bit more. And yeah, that's probably what we can expect for tomorrow. Maybe we'll get more, maybe we'll get less, but hopefully we'll at least get to see some gameplay of what it is and really kind of get to grasp what we're going to be playing for this next year. So I'm pretty excited. I don't know. I think Sledgehammer has done an absolutely astounding job with everything so far. I think they have listened to the community and just kind of had their fingers on our pulse so well over the last 3 years that they've been developing this game that I think that they've really knocked it out of the park up until this point, and I don't expect them to let us down here. Like, I think it's going to be pretty cool. And I'm honestly, I might have a tough time sleeping tonight, because it's almost like Christmas for us Call of Duty fans. So yeah, when the announcement goes live, you guys know I'm going to be covering every little piece of information that you guys could ever want covered. So make sure you guys check back to the channel tomorrow, and let's see what the co-op mode for Advanced Warfare is going to be. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys come back tomorrow. Check out my YouTube screen. Seen yet? Peace out, guys.